Hello students, in the previous lecture I have started the chapter 8 current electricity and I have given you the concept of electric charge. So that was the first video on this chapter. So if you have not watched that video, then first you watch that video and understand the meaning of the electric charge. Now I am going to begin electric current. What is electric current? So what is the symbol of electric current? That you must be knowing that it is the electric current symbol is I. It's clear. What is its SI unit? This you have already studied in the class 9th. SI unit of electric current is ampere. Unit of electric current is ampere, which we denote by capital E, denoted by capital E. It is a scalar quantity. It is clear. Now today I am going to give the complete concept of electric current. What does it mean? Electric current is constituted by flowing charges. It is constituted by flowing charges. Constituted by flowing charges. And as we know that charges can flow only in the conductors, not in the insulators. It's clear. Therefore, electric current can be produced only in the conductors. So what is the qualitative meaning of the electric current? It is constituted by flowing charges. And the flow of charge is possible only in the conductors. Therefore, electric current can be produced only in the conductors. It cannot be produced in the insulators. It is clear. Insulators are those substances which do not conduct the electric current, because in the insulators charges are not free to move. Charges are not free to move. Now quantitatively, what is its meaning? What is its quantitative meaning? So it is defined as rate of flow of charge. Rate of flow of charge. That is charge flowing per unit time. That is charge flowing per unit time. Unit time. Now see here, if Q charge is flowing in time t, if Q charge flows through a conductor, if in the time t Q charge is flowing from here to here, it's clear, then what will be the electric current? So electric current will be equal to I equals to Q upon T. It is equal to I equals to Q upon T. It's clear? It is numerically equal to the rate of flow of charge, that is charge flown through the conductor in unit time. If in the time t Q charge is flowing through the conductor from one end of the conductor to the other, electric current is said to be I equals to Q upon T. Now as we know that in a conductor, charge flows in the form of free electrons. It flows in the form of free electrons. It is clear. Electrons are moving, suppose in this direction. It flows in the form of free electrons. So if n electrons, and one more thing that I want to tell you, suppose in a given time if 100 electrons are passing through any one cross section, then from any other cross section also 100 electrons will pass. It's clear. Suppose 100 electrons are entering in 1 second from here, then 100 will leave out from here. 100 will pass in 1 second from any other cross section also. It is clear? Same number of electrons will pass through every cross section in a given time. If 100 are passing through here, then 100 will also pass in that time through here, through every other cross section. It is clear? So if n electrons passage through a cross section, in time t, then how much charge will flow through the conductor? Then charge flown through the conductor, it will be equal to Q equals to N into E. Q equals to N into E. It's clear? What is E? E is the charge on one electron. It is the charge on one electron. If n electrons passes through a cross section in time t, then the charge flown through the conductor Q equals to N into E, where E is what? It is the charge on one electron, whose value is 1.6 into 10 to the power minus 19 coulomb. It's clear? So what will be the electric current? You can write, there is one more formula, N into E upon T. What is N? Number of electrons flowing through the conductor in time t. It's clear? So this is also one formula of the electric current. Now see here, what will be the unit of electric current? So though already I have told that the unit of electric current, SI unit of electric current is ampere, which is denoted by capital A. You can see here I equals to Q upon T. What is the SI unit of electric charge? It is coulomb. SI unit of time is second. So it is what? Ampere. It is clear? Means if Q equals to 1 coulomb and T equals to 1 second, then what will be the electric current? I equals to 1 coulomb upon 1 second, that is equals to 1 ampere, because coulomb upon second is what? Ampere. It's clear? So how will you define electric current of 1 ampere? Electric current is said to be 1 ampere when 1 coulomb charge flows through a conductor in 1 second. Electric current through a conductor is said to be 1 ampere when 1 coulomb charge flows through the conductor in 1 second. Therefore, electric current through a conductor is said to be 1 ampere if 1 coulomb charge flows through it. In 1 second. It's clear? Then electric current is said to be 1 ampere. Now as we know that 1 coulomb charge is equivalent to charge on how many electrons? 1 coulomb charge is equivalent to charge on how many electrons? So it is equal to charge on 6.25 into 10 to the power 18 electrons. This I have told you in the previous lecture. In the previous lecture, I have told that 1 coulomb charge is equivalent to charge on 6.25 into 10 to the power 18 electrons. So if you have not watched the previous video, then you must watch. because this topic is very very important from the point of view of board examination. It is clear? So, and these are the concept building topics points of this chapter. So you understand it very clearly. So see here, electric current through a conductor is said to be 1 ampere if 1 coulomb charge flows through it in 1 second. In other way, we can say that electric current through a conductor is said to be 1 ampere if 6.25 into 10 to the power 18 electrons flows through it in 1 second. Flows through it in 1 second. In place of 1 coulomb, we can say that if 6.25 into 10 power 18 electrons passes through a conductor in 1 second, electric current is said to be 1 ampere. It is clear? Now there are the smaller units of electric current. Smaller units of electric current are units of electric current. So one is the milliampere. 1 milliampere equals to 10 to the power minus 3 ampere. 1 microampere, 10 to the power minus 6 ampere. It's clear? These are the smaller units of electric current. 1 milliampere equals to 10 power minus 3 ampere. 1 microampere, 10 power minus 6 ampere. Now see here, in which direction current will flow in a conductor. It's clear? In which direction current will flow in a conductor. What direction you will mark on the circuit diagram. What direction you will mark on a circuit diagram. It's clear? So see here, current is what type of quantity? It is a scalar quantity. It is a scalar quantity. It requires no direction for defining it completely. It is clear? But here the direction about which I am talking, it is the direction of flow. It is not the direction of that physical quantity. It is clear? Because electric current don't have any direction, but the direction of flow is different from the direction of the physical quantity. It is clear? So here I am talking about the direction of flow of current in a conductor. What will be the direction of flow of current in a conductor? So see here, what is the conventional direction? Conventional direction of current. Conventional direction of flow of electric current. Electric current in a conductor. It's clear? Now this direction is marked in the circuit diagrams. When we mark the direction of flow of current in a diagram, then this direction is marked. It is clear? So it is the direction of current which is marked in diagrams. It is clear? If you see the diagrams containing the resistors, so you will find the direction of current. It is clear? So it is what direction? It is the direction of flow of positive charge. Direction of flow of positive charge. But as we know that in a conductor, positive ions cannot flow. Why they cannot flow? Because they are tightly bounded. It's clear? Because the positive charge is associated with the atom, while the free electrons, they are free from the atom. So positive ions are tightly bounded with one another, therefore they are not free to move. So which direction you will take? It is conventionally direction of flow of positive charge is the direction of conventional current. But as we know that in the conductors, positive charge don't flow. It is the free electrons which flows. It is clear? It is the free electrons which flows which constitutes the electric current. So it is taken, that is, so it is opposite to direction of flow of electrons. Now you see from this diagram, suppose in this conductor electrons are flowing from end A to the end B, then what will be the direction of current which you will mark here? That will be this. That will be this. It is clear? This will be the direction of current. This is the direction of conventional current. While this direction in which electron is flowing is known as direction of electronic current. Electronic current. It's clear? So see here, what is the direction of conventional current, what is the direction of electronic current. This must be clear to you. The direction which is marked in the circuit diagrams, that is the direction of conventional current. It is that direction in which the positive charges are flowing. It is that direction which is opposite to the direction of flow of free electrons. If the free electrons are moving from A to B, then the current which we will mark in the diagram will be from B to A. It's clear? So this is about all about the electric current. It's clear? So I hope that this is understood to you. Now in the next lecture we will start from the potential difference. So thank you.